Welcome to the main event with Kevin and Mia. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Mia.
And this is episode 53, season 2.
53 episodes.
Sorry, my bad.
53.
53.
Crazy.
Okay. So first, I want to start off by welcoming everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us. As you can see, we've got a new background. We've got a new entrance. Or not entrance. I'm sorry. I'm in wrestling mode.
A new opening.
A new show open. And all of that is thanks so much to Josh Bauer from JBauerart. He worked with me, and we made this all happen.
Yeah, we needed to spruce things up for the new season. We needed something different, a new, fresh, new start. So, for both video and audio, please send $19.99 for subscription, and that'll scroll. We have a PayPal account, so they can go right into our PayPal account.
Absolutely. So we've got all kinds of cool stuff going on here. What happened? It was perfect earlier. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was reading a personal chat message with GW. He's standing in the background going, I know Kevin's going to screw something up, so I'm going to stay right here and see what happens.
It wouldn't be, like you said earlier, it wouldn't be our show if something wouldn't happen. I mean, we always either don't have audio or a glitch in the video or we lose something.
Something's got to go awry.
But here we are.
And here we are. And now
episode 53, we are still here.
And as Elton John once said, we're still standing.
I'm still standing better than I ever did.
And
looking like a little kid. I don't know. See, you got me going. See, some things never change.
Okay.
I'm still, whatever.
Again, thank you very much to Josh Bauer. He created our show open. He's designed our logo for the main event. We've revamped everything. We are in our brand new to us. Well, it's a brand new studio. We've been out of the limelight for a while now. It's been almost
We've had a lot of unexpected changes that
good, bad, and indifferent.
Yeah.
2020, and I promised that I wasn't going to spend a lot of time talking about 2020, but because I know 2020 was a rough year for a lot of people.
We could have had it a lot worse. It both kicked our ass and it both blessed us.
Absolutely.
At the same time, it was a mix of so many emotions. I'm grateful that we made it through how we made it through, because it could have been, like I said, it could have been much worse. Some people have had it much worse, so we're very blessed. I mean, we moved. I mean, that's no...
Right.
We moved. We bought a house. Never thought that we'd get a house. I just wanted a tub.
Wow. We got 23 viewers.
All we had was in the old house we lived in, all we had was a stand-up shower. And with my back issues and, of course, my weight, I had a hard time, washing properly and stuff, and it was hard. So I just wanted a tub, and we got a house.
So we got a whole house.
Yeah, I never thought in a million years that we'd end up moving. I thought we were going to die in the place that we were.
I'm glad we did. So. I'm really glad we did.
No, this house is more efficient. We downsized, but we upgraded. And it's more like, we're the main event, so we live in Maine, and it gets cold, and we get a lot of snow up here. So having a house that heats well and that's very efficient as far as electricity and heat, that's a good thing up here. So we definitely landed that. I mean, our house is had a lot of upgrades. That's been good. So.
Yep. I want to give a shout out to Willow Schuyler. She says, sorry I'm late. Welcome back and great to meet you. Well, it's great to meet you too, Willow. Thanks for joining us. And hopefully we won't disappoint you.
Hopefully not. It's the first episode back. We didn't really have topics. We figured that, most of it was going to be catching up on everything we've been through in the last year and what we plan on doing in the next season of our show. So
yes,
we really didn't plan on a whole bunch of topics to discuss.
It's this tonight's episode is going to be probably a lot of fly by the seat of your pants. I'll be reading off a lot of comments from our audience because, we we don't usually have this many viewers this quick. Terry McIvor says, who let these guys back on the airwaves?
Somebody's glutton for punishment, that's for sure.
Right?
I love this new program that we're using. You can just air, we can put tickers that go across that advertise our sponsors. We can, we can put people's, like he's just been doing, put people's comments up there and stuff like that.
Okay. Sorry, Willow. No, I have not had a chance to watch Pillow Talk. I've been too busy building the studio and getting everything set up for this show. And I'm hoping that this will all come together nicely and everything will work as it's supposed to.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
so far so good.
So far so good. There is some cool stuff. You're going to see some cool stuff randomly throughout the show because, well, you know me, I like to play. And look at that, boom, Kevin and Mia Blood. There we are. So yeah, we've got
there you go.
We've got all kinds of cool stuff like this. Check this out.
Boom, baby.
Boom.
Except for the. I don't know if everybody can see that at the live.
They can see, yeah. I believe they can see. Hold on, let's go full screen. Boom,
boom.
So yeah, you can see. I wish there was a way I could get rid of that live banner thing over the Boneyard logo, but I can't. So I guess we're good. You can tell that's the Boneyard.
And MD Designs is kind of like my little thing. I've got like a little side thing I do. Like I had to put something up there for myself because I do a lot of the banners and I do a lot of the flyers and I do logos. I did Stan's logo. So I was like, I need to start something about myself, showing that so I came up with MD Designs. I'm not out to make any money with that. I don't offer my services to everybody. That didn't sound good.
Oh, I missed it. We didn't see that, Kevin. You're good. What did I do?
I don't know.
I forgot. I forgot already.
He's a wise one there, Mr. Kevin Blood.
Yeah, well, I do what I can. So yeah, like I said, we've got all kinds of neat stuff happening. I'm not going to keep that up the entire show because I've got other things that I've got to put up there.
You just want to be a show off for a minute or two.
Well, yeah, I have to show off all our cool stuff, but I can't show it all off
it's cool
at once. Thomas Carter Rochester, I got to put that up because that's
yeah.
That's awesome. Y'all look sexy as fuck.
Yeah. It's been the Cylon blood.
Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate that. And we've got people in here that we've never had watch our show before. So welcome and thank you very much for your support. I promise
definitely.
I'm going to try my best to get in to check out all your shows. I know there's, and sorry, I've been out of the loop for a while, so forgive me. I believe it's Lights, Thunder, Action. There's Willow's Pillow Talk.
Whiskey and Cigarettes.
So you seem to remember that one.
Heels and Reels.
Reels and Heels.
Reels and Heels.
And that's Nicole Jobin and Brian Wensloff. Then there's the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
We have some commercials that we're getting ready to gather to show to periodically during our show to promote the other shows that are involved with Hangin with Web Show too. We're all about, sharing. Sharing is caring,
Oh yeah, we got to remember some of our old slogans.
Our old sayings, yes. Sharing is caring.
And thank you, Billy. I appreciate that. He says we sound great. So I've eliminated the soundboard and whatnot and gone straight into our camera. And in case nobody has noticed, we're not coming to you in analog any longer. Mm-hmm. We are now in HD.
He bit 720p, the bullet.
Baby.
He bit the bullet and decided to get away with the... He had these cool robotic cameras that they moved, and a couple of them were actually with remote, and he could move them on his own. And he had it hooked up to a switchboard, so he could, do all this fancy stuff. But it just wasn't working.
It wasn't that it wasn't working. It just wasn't working good enough for me. And we looked okay before, but I think we look much better now.
I can hear you without headphones. See, that's when
I know.
I think that has a lot to do with what we're streaming on through now. I think that had to do with something through the OBS program that we were using before.
Well, that's why I took the cameras, the robotic cameras, out of the mix. What are you doing? Really?
I wanted to post that, share the link.
Well, I was working on it.
Yes, we are still. I prepared a top 10 for tonight. We didn't prepare much, but that's one thing I did prepare is I did prepare a top 10.
Yep. I am less prepared than she is. I will fully admit that because y'all are lucky I just decided, okay, we're going to come back, because I was at a point where I was like, I don't know.
But I think life was kicking us at that point in ways. I think we needed the move, as stressful as it. There could have been a fly on the wall during the whole move. I'm surprised we didn't get divorced and end things completely. But the move, it was well needed. It was change that we needed as a family, as individuals. Sometimes as a business, sometimes you get stuck in a
rut,
a muck, and change is what you need. I mean, change sucks. Change is never easy. Moving's never easy.
But it's necessary.
But it is, change is necessary.
Change is necessary sometimes.
Evolution did not happen without change.
That is correct. And, you can't fill up the jar unless you have change. See what I did there? Don't worry. I do not plan on being a professional comedian.
Thank God we don't get paid by his jokes.
Right.
We were trying to decide back, I think it was like September or October. We were like, yeah, we need to start thinking about when we're going to start back up, because people were coming to us. I mean, we'd be in the grocery store, we'd be in a Walmart, we'd be in different places, and people would be like, when's the show coming back? When's the show coming back? We really didn't think people cared enough.
Yeah.
We really didn't.
I didn't think that we were that big a deal.
Yeah, right. You owe somebody some money.
Yeah, I know, right?
Pay somebody to listen to those jokes.
Oh, I gotta redo Terry's comment. It says y'all are lucky Kevin decided to put pants on. Well, how do you know I'm wearing pants? You can't see what's under the table.
You can't see what's going on down here. Who knows? We both can't be wearing pants. We could sit here in our skivvies.
I don't have the logo for it, but story time.
Story time.
I actually do know of some news anchors that refuse to wear pants on the set.
Isn't there one guy that wears boxer shorts?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever. We've got a lot of cool things coming down the line.
We have so many ideas and so many different things that we want to. I mean, we have not spent this past. Has it been a year? It hasn't been a year yet. The past 9 months?
For what?
Since we've been on hiatus.
Well, it's been almost a year, because April 25th was our last show.
There's been a lot of thinking and thoughting going on. I know thoughting's not a word. I vote that Kevin wears a kilt. I vote Kevin wears a kilt too.
You just want to see my sexy legs. My shins would make you jealous.
Yeah, he does, and he doesn't have to shave. It's awful. But we've been thinking about a lot of stuff about the position, like the direction we wanted this show to go in, what we wanted to do, who we wanted to have on it, and we've done a lot of thinking. I've done a lot of creative stuff on my computer. So we're going to have layers to Kevin B Entertainment. It's no longer going to be, we still get a bunch of fine tuning to do, but it's not going to be just the main event with Kevin and me no more. There's pretty soon there's going to be different layers and different shows added to KB Entertainment.
Yes, and we were which, by the way, I want to thank Josh Bauer yet again, because he had us on his show last night, and
Didn't watch it. You can still watch it. Go back on JBauerart and
JBauerart. Yeah, it's
Back Talk with Bauer.
Back Talk with Bauer. Yes. Sorry, Josh. I'll get back into the swing of all this, and I'll just apologize to all our sponsors right now because my brain is kind of mush. So
and we're new to everything.
Yeah, so
we're just trying to get everything. It's a lot for his brain to handle, clicking and hiding and showing and.
I know, right? And I gotta say, I absolutely love StreamYard, and so I want to thank Hangin with Web Show, Web TV, the Hangin with Web Show crew, the whole thing. What are you doing?
Shannon's laughing. Are you positive he is wearing pants? And I'm like,
Oh,
that's for me to know and y'all to
not
know.
find out. So yeah, I want a huge shout out to Garrett, Sage, and Dina. They are allowing us to utilize the StreamYard.
That's why Josh said last night, he said with the level of shows, we're in the 8 o'clock slot, where the kids should be going to bed slot.
Right.
I remember he said the level of like adult,
Yeah,
adult
usually
censorship or whatever.
Usually we have a disclaimer at the beginning of the show, but now that we've got a new show open,
yeah, we don't have a disclaimer. Oh yeah, we did have a disclaimer then. Yeah.
Yep, we sure did.
We need to get our disclaimer back.
Josh says, love the banner. Thank you, guys. You can just put JBauerart.com to save space and reading time. I don't have a problem running that, all your info, Josh, but if you want me to cut that down, I can. I think
I just came in this combo and Kevin's legs in Cam.
Oh.
She just started watching the show and we're talking about whether you're wearing pants or not.
Well, you know, Kelly's known me for a long time, so nothing really surprises her, I'm sure.
Yeah, send the little shits to bed.
Yes. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Again, thank you to GW and all of Hangin with Web Show. They're the ones that are providing us with the ability to go through StreamYard. And I absolutely love how this works. Everything, I mean, if something screws up during the feed, chances are it's my fault. Or after tonight, it'll be Haley's fault.
It's not, but it's not choppy. It's not glitchy. It's not like tinny. Like the thing about Be Live was the voices are very tinny.
Yeah, well,
and that drives me nuts, and it cuts out a lot, especially if you're not hooked up. Especially if you're not hardwired to the internet. If you're on Wi-Fi,
that's with any streaming service. If you're not hardwired, chances are it's spotty. I'm not a fan of wireless as far as trying to stream.
Kelly wants to know if I have any pants. That's for me to know. It might be pajama pants. I might have my fuzzy Sesame Street pants on. I might have some black fuzzy pants on. I might have jeans on. Who knows?
She might be sitting here buck ass naked.
I might be in my underoos because we also have no kids. Who knows?
Alrighty. So this is not a rated R show, I don't think. Now let's see.
No, but I would say it would be at least at PG-17 at the finest. Especially if you get me on a certain topics and I have to throw the F-bomb a few times.
Well, you see, I want to respond to what Nathan said. Oh, yeah. If you're watching us on a PC and you want to see us full screen, you can hit F11 or just expand the screen.
Sometimes I do that on accident, and I'm like, how do I fix it?
See, we can't do that because if we do that, then we can't read your comments. And
hello, Elizabeth.
Well, hello, Elizabeth. Welcome to the show. So,
I love Jesus, but I curse the some. So just so you know.
Yeah, wait until I get frustrated with something and I drop the F-bomb, then you'll be like, ah,
Or assless. Stan just wants to see you in assless chaps.
again? Dude, I thought we were past that. So, all right.
I actually have slipper Crocs on. They're like fuzzy Crocs.
She has comfy pants, socks,
and Crocs.
uh-oh, what's not connected?
Uh-oh. What's not connected?
Where
Something
did that
else.
go?
Oh, something else
okay.
going on.
No, that's GW, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why that popped up there, but
well, thanks, Elizabeth. We're glad to be back. Said we don't know we're not sure what this next season's going to bring. We're still working on what the stuff we want to talk about. We figured this show was just going to end up being a lot of catch up and welcoming backs and stuff. So we kind of didn't. I'm not sure. I'd like to get feedback from other people too. Like last season, I did like a topic of the month. Like each episode, I talked about something. I shared pictures, videos. Like the month of February was like odd couples or something like that. If you guys still want to see that, let me know, because I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to keep it or not. I feel like I was boring people. I mean, some of them were pretty funny, like the cheese rolling and that we talked about and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm not sure what we're going to do this next season.
it's, I like the idea of everything being random. And I mean, yeah, the top 10, that's awesome. I love, you can't do away with the top 10 because that was just awesome. But I really like the randomness of what we talk about, because you never know what's going to come out of our mouth. I never know what she's going to say. And it's just, it's crazy how
that
works.
Not on the show either. He never knows what I'm going to say.
Yeah,
and he hardly understands what I'm going to say. If y'all watch Trailer Park Boys and you listen to Ricky talk, I have my own language of my own. She's Ricky with boobs. See, I just talked. I just said that. I have my own language, and thank God that Kevin married me and can understand half the time. Either that, or he just smiles and waves at me.
Smile and wave, boy. Smile.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Or doesn't understand what I'm saying, but I have my own language.
And Elizabeth, I did catch what you were trying to say when the spell check or whatever, autocorrect screwed it up. I knew what you were trying to say. Oh, okay. There, we'll put that up. Welcome to the show, Alfred. I believe that you are a new viewer as well.
He's an artiste. Check out believe has a page too also that was with his art.
And I'm learning all this stuff. I've been out of the loop with the whole Hangin with Web show family. So it's been pretty difficult for me to catch up.
I'm kind of in the shadows. Like I don't watch much, but I kind of, yeah, exactly. I'm a silent stalker. I don't comment much. I don't share a lot, but I'm there. I kind of know some of the people involved with Hangin with Web and some of the shows that's going on. Like I said, we've been out of the loop for so many months, but I've been keeping in touch with some of it. I can't believe how far it's gotten since we've been on hiatus. I love
how it's grown. I'm so proud of all the work that everybody, and I mean everybody that's involved with the Hangin with Web show family. I'm so proud of how they've built this up. And I won't ever try to take any credit for where Hangin with Web show is now.
No, if you get bored, even if you're not bored, you want to check it out, go to put that ticker up. Go to Hangin Web Show, webtv.com, and you could literally watch different shows for days. On that website. And there's such a variety. There's cosplaying, there's indie music, there's us, there's Josh, there's Kitchen Killers, there's all kinds of different entertainment on there. You can be entertained for literally days on that website.
Yep. Absolutely. And so if you're, of course, I'm pretty sure the majority of the people that are in this feed right now know about Hanging with Web Show, Web TV.
Not majority, yeah.
But if you don't, you can check out the links. They'll be in the credits. They're scrolling across the screen. If you're watching a rerun of this, then pause it so you can write down the addresses, whatever. Do your thing. Do your thing. But real quick, I do want to. I gotta
Willow
put that up.
asks, what is our fandom choice? Fandom choice.
Dumb that down for me.
Fandom, I think she means like he's big on Friday the 13th and horror flicks. I don't know if I really have a fandom. I play video games. I play some role-playing games. Like I love Sims. I'm a big Sims player and like Roller Coaster Tycoon and stuff, but I'm not a like into cosplaying. I'm not into, I know I'm a plain Jane. Not into much in like the Marvel comics or anything like that. So
yeah, so and I never really considered myself to be a cosplayer, but apparently I'm wrong. Because
you actually have been this whole time.
Well, I guess I didn't really understand the concept of a cosplayer. But, like for Halloween, I'll dress up like Jason Voorhees. I used to be a wrestler, so I used to impersonate Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I guess that would be considered cosplaying, even though I totally didn't think of it that way. But,
right.
So yeah, the extent of my cosplaying is probably the Jason Voorhees get up.
You look like the Undertaker. The Undertaker is actually one of his favorite wrestlers.
When I first got into wrestling, when I was in high school, I had long hair. The Undertaker was my. I impersonated the Undertaker badly, but I did it anyway. So that was what my character was based around, the Undertaker. He was called the Grim Reaper. I used to do the Tombstone Pile Driver. Of course, back then, when you took a bump, it was not like we did this stuff for real. Like a lot of times it sucked because
I saw quite a few wrestlers go to have to go to the hospital after.
Well, this was long before you.
Oh, that was before I was.
Yeah, this was before we even had a ring. We used to wrestle outside.
So a little tidbit for y'all watching. Kevin used to wrestle, and it was a glorified backyard wrestling. Pretty much. We had a stage and stuff like that. I announced in the ring. Well, I started off announcing in a little hut, and I announced the ring later on. But anyways, so just to speed you up on things, he used to wrestle.
I thought I had already established that.
Well,
but okay. So yeah, I totally forgot where I was going with that. But yeah, I used to. I had a character that was based on the Undertaker, and then I'd gotten out of the wrestling thing due to some injuries, and then I got back into it several years later. And was told that I looked like Stone Cold Steve Austin, which at that time I didn't know about Stone Cold Steve Austin. I just knew about Stunning Steve Austin, and that was back.
That dates you.
That's back when
you definitely just dated yourself, Kevin.
I was born in '74. I'm 46 years old. I've earned every frickin' wrinkle I got.
Yeah, true.
And every ache that I have.
Swanton bombs onto a 3-inch mattress in concrete living room.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, we wrestled outside. Way in the beginning, we wrestled outside. I mean, we'd wrestle anywhere and on anything we could. But
towards the end of it, we actually had a staging and a ramp and lighting and everything. I had a baby. And when I come back, he told me he was running the show at that point. And he told me that if I come back, I had to go in the ring and announce the wrestlers. So I actually went in the ring and announced the wrestler.
Yeah,
it was fun. I really enjoyed it, and I'm with you, Shannon. We need to have a reunion of all the wrestlers.
One
and
of these
stuff. One of these
days.
days, we'll have a big barbecue and
Yeah,
party with all
we'll
our
get
old
everybody
wrestlers.
together as well.
Saying yes, the AWF, a Rustic Wrestling Federation. I wonder if you Google that on YouTube, if you'd find. I bet you'd find some videos. No, you won't find anything on YouTube. A Rustic Wrestling Federation.
I don't think so. Nothing that I've published, and I'm the one that had all the video footage.
I'm really surprised.
But it was a good time. I mean, we definitely suffered some injuries, but they were all worth it. And at the last end of it, we had done a couple of charity shows to raise money for a charitable cause, and we raised quite a bit of money. I mean, for them, it was quite a bit of money. I think we raised what, $500.
Yeah, well, there's a Feed the County that
it was a food pantry,
a local food organization that distributes to the local food pantries around the area. We raised at a festival. There was a Washburn Festival.
Yep, the August Festival. And it was definitely a good time. We
had fun. I mean, we never got money for it.
Yeah, we never got for free. We never charged people.
Yeah,
and I think that's why we got such good crowds, because we didn't charge.
We didn't charge anybody. We just did it. We did it because most of the people, because they love to wrestle, and we try to do good things for the community.
Yep, and I remember hearing people like when things were just starting to build up. I heard people talking around the community. Oh, you must be with those knuckleheads out on the river road. Well, we're not a bunch of knuckleheads. We're
a bunch of knuckleheads that you still hear about the AWF till this day. People still talk about that wrestling.
I've actually been in a store, and it's been. I mean, look at me. I don't believe that I look anything like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I still think you do.
Well, maybe a little bit, but I mean, I had a guy come up to me back when I had my long hair and said, "Oh my God, you're a Stone clone," and I'm like,
"What?
Wow, yeah. Well, I was.
Wasn't that down at the Megadeth concert?
I did have that happen when I was.
We were clear down in Portland. Now, our backdrop is actually Portland, but Portland is actually Portland, Maine, not Portland, Oregon. Portland, Maine is actually about 6 hours south of where we're almost to the Canadian border. We're pretty up.
We're right in the ass crack of Canada.
We could like throw probably a brick and cross the border. But where was I going with that?
I don't know. You screw me up randomly.
I just
a touch of Stone Cold, a lot of Mark Calloway. Oh wow. Well, thanks, Tom. I take that as a compliment. Although I will say I can probably sound more like Stone Cold than I can The Undertaker.
Yeah.
But it's all in the attitude.
But anyways, we were down in Portland. We were at it. I just got back on track. My brain completely for 2 seconds there. We were down in Portland at a Megadeth Dream Theater concert, and somebody stopped him in the middle of the concert and was telling him, "Aren't you Stone Clone? Aren't you Stone Clone?" And we're like, "What? We're clear down in Portland. What the hell?"
Thomas Carter says, "So when the country collapses, you can sneak right into Canada." Yeah, not so much.
Not so much. We wish. So much. They've been saying for decades now that they're going to make us part of Canada, and I'm almost wishing that they would have about years ago before all this shit show started.
Yeah. So I want to, and we need to go ahead and start giving shout outs to our sponsors.
Definitely.
Because we haven't done that at all yet.
Most we're already definitely.
Okay. And we're 38 minutes into the show. So first of all, we want to give a huge shout out to Hangin with Web Show Media Group.
Hangin with Web Show Media Group.
As you can tell, they're the reason why we're here.
They rock.
Absolutely. We want to give
check their webpage out.
A huge shout out to Stan Tirrell from the Boneyard.
We don't have the.
Don't have the echo
The
anymore,
Boneyard.
but we'll get through it because that's what we do. We get through stuff. A huge shout out to Josh Bauer from JBauerart.com.
Josh Bauer.
If you want anything done with graphic design, he's your guy. Get in touch with him. Tell him that Kevin and Mia sent you. I'm not saying that you'll get a discount for that, but it'll let him know where he's getting his clientele from.
Exactly.
And yeah, we definitely 100% support Josh. Excellent guy, good friend. We also want to thank Peter Anthony from Peter Anthony Productions.
Peter Anthony Productions.
He is currently working on a couple of different films. Working on Friday the 13th, Vengeance 2, Bloodlines. He's also
Still
working.
has that Fall of Camp Blood that's going to be coming out soon.
Yes. Fall of Camp Blood. I'm not sure exactly where they're at. I haven't heard much about it lately, so I'm going to have to poke him and see what's up. But yeah, Fall of Camp Blood, Vengeance 2, Bloodlines, and he's actually working on his own fan film called
Rose Blood.
Rose Blood, a Friday the 13th fan film. And that
he
promises
was testing me, and I passed.
That promises to be a damn good film.
That often.
So yeah, and we'll give a shout out to MD
me.
Designs.
That's me.
Yay, that's me. Wow.
That's me.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, they'd ask you if you had. Shannon says we're so close enough to Canada. If we fart, they'd smell it. They'd ask us if we had poutine. Did you have any poutine? Oh, you had red hot dogs and poutine.
We're so close to Canada, we can hear Shorzy say, "Give your balls a little
Give your balls a little dog."
Oh, whoops. See, there's the rated R right there.
To become a sponsor, Alfred, we do giveaways, which I want to touch on the giveaways. There's some giveaways that have not been sent out. I know it's been months. We've moved. We've gotten our shit together. The stuff will be mailed out as soon as we can, within the next month, I promise. We have not forgotten Randy Fox, we owe a cup to.
Yep.
Terry, we owe a sign to. And there's a couple others that I believe that we owe giveaways to. But we do a giveaway each month, Alfred. And all you got to do to sponsor us is just to send us something for a giveaway.
Well, that's not the only way.
That's not the only way.
That's one way. You can also sponsor us by going to, give me just a moment and I will show you how to do that.
He's got stuff to show you.
Okay, so not only can you purchase our coffee mugs, as you can see what we're drinking from here on set, momento. So you can contact us and place an order
for $15 a piece.
For $15 a piece, and you can send the payment to paypal.me/Kevin B Entertainment. Now, if you want to be a sponsor, you can also send us money, and we'll gladly take the money, because any money that we get goes right back into what we're doing. We're not making a ton of money. I've sold. I wasn't even on the show. I've already got. This is Nathan. This is Nathan Smock's.
A test run.
This is Nathan Smock's coffee cup.
We do have a few more mugs of those available to purchase. Terry moved. Good.
Ooh.
We'll have to get with you, Terry, for our new address.
Yes,
good.
I'll have to
Glad we mentioned that. We do have a few of those mugs. We have to order more once we get more orders.
Yeah.
To come in. Very soon, we are, fingers crossed, going to have t-shirts. Yes. So we're going to have a bunch of merch to purchase. The Maine Event with Kevin and Mia merchandise.
Yes.
And KBE merchandise.
And just to give you a heads up, Nathan, which is also another shout out that I want to give tonight, because I told them that I would. a local business here where we live called JBauerart Auto. They actually took my vehicle in. I went to get it inspected, and it needed some work done to it. Paul took my vehicle in and insisted that I take a car of his because
not too many places give you a loaner
Not-
when you have to drop your vehicle
yeah,
off.
and
so that's
he,
good.
without question,
Yeah, that's good.
he insisted. I was like, well, no, I can sit here, and I'm glad he did that because it turned out to be a little bit more work than what they originally thought.
Yeah.
JBauerart Auto. They're also an auto salvage place, but I've got no complaints. They're very friendly people. So a shout out to them. So the whole point of me bringing that up, Nate, was because possibly this weekend I might make a trip in your direction. Maybe we can meet where we met before so that I can give you your coffee mug in person. Of course, we have to socially distance and all that.
Nice. Stan's going to put one of his mugs in for a giveaway.
Awesome. And
thank you, Stan.
Stan is He's one of our sponsors.
The Boneyard.
From the Boneyard.
227-8680 for all your plowing, yard work, and construction leather good needs.
And
construction leather good needs. All of that once.
Yeah, what she said.
That sounds like a never mind.
But as you can see going across the bottom of the screen, for all your property maintenance needs.
I love that.
Me too. That was one of the cool features about Be Live, but
we're so freaking professional.
This is way better. And I got to stop mentioning Be Live because they're not.
Right. We don't want to give them credit. They don't deserve it.
You still have my keys too. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah. So yeah, the coffee mugs we're selling for $15 a piece. Feel free to...
Shipping and handling, $4.99 shipping and handling in case you want it shipped.
Oh yeah. Is that... I don't know. I didn't even think about that. So yeah, good call. So
that's why I'm here. That's why he is half my brain and I'm the other half.
And
together we become a full brain.
So yeah, you can, I'm sure she'll put that up on the Kevin B Entertainment Facebook page, announcing the selling of our coffee mugs and what the prices are and everything.
Yes, sir.
So
make sure that if anybody wants a mug,
contact us directly.
Contact us, message KB Entertainment directly, or Kevin directly.
Kevin B Blood. You can find me on Facebook at Kevin B Blood on Facebook. Make sure it's the Kevin B.
Bug him more about the business stuff than me.
Right.
I'm just being honest. I got to be honest.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I take care of all the business end of
unless when it comes to my show. And Shannon, to backtrack on your the cooking show, she said add a cooking portion. One of the shows in there, I'm thinking about being one of the cooking shows, but I'm not sure. We're trying to set up a proper area for our kitchen's a mess right now. We've got some finagling and wash machine finascals going on right now that I can't film anything in our kitchen. So
yeah, no.
That's the last of the show. I personally have one show that I want to do just myself. That's going to be coming out probably within the next month. Maybe. I'm still working on the backdrop of it. So
yep.
Hello, Jamie. Welcome.
And I've been keeping somewhat tight-lipped about this publicly, but I will make the announcement tonight. I'm also working on a show of my own called Friday Night Frights with Kevin B. And that show is going to entail, once a week, I'm going to watch a horror flick and I'm not going to show any portions of it so that I don't get with copyright infringement and all that crap. But I will sit down, I'll review the film, talk about it, and ultimately my goal is to get somebody from said film on the show so that I can interview them. One of the first people, well, actually, I'll probably end up getting Peter Anthony or Jason Brooks or somebody from like Friday the 13th Vengeance, get them on the show because they were last season. They both appeared. Oh no, Peter Anthony didn't. But last season, Jason Brooks was on the show, and we had Jules Valenti and Ray Hopper, who were all part of Friday the 13th Vengeance. So I'm looking to get somebody that was involved in one of those films that I've watched, to appear on the show. One of the people that it would be a dream come true for me to talk to Kane Hodder. Whether or not that'll happen, doubtful.
Explain to some of the people that don't know who Kane Hodder is. I think most of the people that are in the news, the feed right now, know who Kane Hodder is, but enlighten the people who Kane Hodder is.
So for those of you that don't know who Kane Hodder is, Kane Hodder played Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th, Part 7, 8, 9, Jason X. He has also played as Victor Crowley in Hatchets 1, 2, 3, along with, he's been in other films as well. He's a stuntman, but he's also an excellent actor that I don't think gets enough credit for his acting skills. So I would love to be able to interview him. I also really want to interview Danielle Harris. For those of you that don't know who she is, she's been in a ton of TV shows and film. If you watched the original Halloween series 4 and 5, she was the little girl, Jamie, in that film. She was also in Hatchet 2 and 3. She's been in just countless films. I'm going to have to do a research list of all the stuff that she's been in.
We, last season, we went over, a little bit of a whatever, look back at last season, and he talked quite a bit about, throughout each show, he would take a certain amount of time, and that he'd talk a lot about the Jason and Friday the 13th and horror flicks and stuff like that. And I'm like, you take up a majority of the show talking about that stuff. Why don't you have your own show? And then together we kind of come up. Peter Anthony kind of put the idea in our head about having separate layers to Kevin B Entertainment. I will say he's the Peter Anthony's he put the initial plug in our brains about having, and I sat down and I know the suspense is going to kill you guys. We have about 5 different segments that we're thinking about doing. Yeah. One of the segments, I'll tell you, one of the segments is Adventures with Kevin and Mia.
Which we were going to do last year.
Yeah.
But
the whole corona. Yeah, the whole coronavirus shit. Which that's kind of on hiatus right now because traveling and going to restaurants. There are some restaurants that are still open, but the whole mask thing right now, we're going to kind of pause on that for a minute. So he's probably going to start up with the Friday Night Frights first. I have another show that I'm keeping real hush hush right now because it's a little bit controversial. We'll just say that. Now I'm going to get people really wondering what it's about.
We would be remiss if we did not mention the fact that
I wouldn't be me if I didn't coast on the edge of life a little bit every once in a while.
Right.
You got to push I've always been one for pushing buttons and stuff. Should probably get to my top 10. We're almost at time here.
We're not. You know what?
I know.
We run the show around here.
We run these parts.
So, yeah. And I also, again, want to share with
Isn't that beautiful?
Our sponsors.
Isn't that just beautiful?
Isn't that lovely?
Isn't it beautiful?
I love it. Josh created that beautiful. Too. For those of you that I didn't say that about, Josh did this too.
It's just amazing. It's just beautiful.
And something else before I forget to make mention of it. Also, you're going to see different backgrounds coming up.
You had to be worried about what you were going to talk about there.
What I'd like to do is I would like to get input from our audience on which background you like the most. So this show could be, well, it'll be this background. Next week, it's going to be a different background. And until we go through,
the possibilities are endless.
Until we go through all of the backgrounds that we currently have.
All that we currently have. Oh,
yes.
I think the possibilities of backgrounds are absolutely.
Well, they are. And that also opens up the endless possibilities of different things that we can do throughout our shows.
All kinds of stuff we can do.
I believe, Thomas, I do believe that shot in behind us, I do believe that is of Portland, Maine.
Yeah, yes. That's of Portland, Maine. Yeah. Because I believe the hospital is right in behind your chair there where I had my back. I had my back surgery at Mercy Hospital, and I believe that hospital is right in behind you.
Underlit clouds are my favorite.
Underlit clouds, all the shining, yeah.
And I love the way all our sponsors' logos pop on that background too. So I am a fan of this one.
Oh, yes. And Stan is also planning on doing Boneyard sessions. Now, last year, he just randomly popped on and decided he was dyeing some leather. And he just randomly decided to go live doing it. And I swear that was like watching Bob Ross paint, watching him dye that leather. It was it was relaxing. I could sit there and watch him so that's another thing that he decided to come up with, and all of us collectively, agreed to do too, with the Boneyard sessions. So he's going to be having shows. He said we can do it live
in the studio, he's saying. So
okay.
We can definitely figure something out for that. I have no problem doing that. That's an awesome idea.
Stan does a lot of he makes belts. I have a paralyzed veteran that she's training to be part of the Olympics. She has to go up against others to be part of the Olympics, but she is part of the
Paralympics.
The Paralympics.
Because she's paraplegic.
What was that? What is that called?
Bobsledding?
Yeah, the bobsledding. Yes, he just made her a cushion that goes it's a strap that holds her into the bobsled. And I wish I had pictures of it right now, but he engraved her name into the front of it and United States flags. And it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful.
And she got it. Not only did she use it, but apparently she let somebody else borrow it.
Really?
And their bobsled flipped over.
And they still stayed?
And it held them in, which is what it's designed to do.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Stan were to get some orders for that stuff.
Right. And he also does gun holsters, wallets, belts.
Knife
sheaths. Is some of the stuff that he's going to be showing how he dyes, how he stamps, how he puts clasps on, how he does that stuff. That's what he's planning on showing everybody. The Boneyard sessions. Like I said, it was almost like watching Bob Ross when he was dyeing. He was just dyeing. It was just dyeing leather. That's all it was. But I was just like,
wow, man,
that's cool.
It was very cool. So yeah, we'll sit down and do some discussions on that too, Stan. I've got so many things in the pipeline right now. I've got a potential client that wants me to make a commercial for him.
Something else he does. He doesn't toot his own horn enough. He does video transfers. KB Entertainment is not just the Maine Event with Kevin and me. It actually started out with doing commercials and doing video transferring and weddings and stuff like that. Just video, not picture, video.
And for those of you that might get confused, it is Kevin B Entertainment. KBE.
KBE.
Um,
I keep on saying Kevin B Entertainment. I keep on saying KB Entertainment.
KB Entertainment.
But
I'm trying
Stan
not.
is the man. Stan
Trying-
has gotten us out of so much shit this last
Oh,
year. It's crazy.
story time.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, we haven't even talking about the friggin'
Well,
shit that we've been through.
all right. So one of the big things, Stan has done so much for us, and we are eternally grateful for all that he's done. And I know he's sitting there shaking his head saying, Kevin, don't do it, but I'm going to do it because you deserve it. So shortly after we moved in here, we were, I was doing construction down here and whatnot. Well, we had a water issue where our water heater decided to blow water all over the basement. I had probably about 2 inches, maybe 2.5 inches of water covering the entire basement floor. It got into the production booth. It got into the studio. It was a huge mess. Haley and I spent about 3 hours total sucking water off the floor with a shop vac, dumping it into a barrel and pumping it out with a sump pump out the back door. Well, I called Stan not for help, but to talk me off the ledge because I was about to lose my shit. And he's like, well, all you can really do is just, suck the water off the floor and pump it out. And I was like, yeah, well, all right. That's pretty much what we're doing. And about an hour into us doing that, I had the back basement door open and Haley looks up and she goes, hey, Dad, look. And I turn around and Stan had just pulled up. And I was like, dude, I didn't call you to come help me. He's like, well, I got the shop vac on the back if you need it. And he said, so why don't you shut up and come up here and help me with your new water heater? And I was like, what? And he's like, I got you your water heater. Come on, let's go. And I was like, nah. He's like, I'm serious. I did. And I'm not afraid to admit that I actually teared up. And even today, that still blows my mind. I hope for each and every one of you out there that you guys have your own Stan Tirrell. Don't try to take mine. I'll kill you.
Right. We fight you.
But
for Stan and Jen, we fight you.
I really, really hope that each and every one of you have your own version of Stan Tirrell and Jen because finding friends like that without question, without even asking, jump to help you out. And I'm just so appreciative of everything that they've done. Stan has bailed me, and Jen too. I keep saying just Stan, but Jen too. They've bailed us out of so much shit.
Yeah.
Like I said,
we've been through a rough year.
It was rough.
It started out. Thank God I got my surgery, but it started out right at the beginning of the year. Today I think is a year anniversary of my back surgery. I had a broken back. My back's still not as 100%, but I had a broken back. I fought for 2 years trying to get a diagnosis. Fought for another 1.5 years, almost 2 years, just trying to get the insurance to cover the surgery that I needed. And finally, like I said, I believe today is my anniversary. I finally got my surgery 1 year ago today.
Yeah.
So it started off, the new year started off kind of good, bad. Back surgery is not fun, but I'm grateful that I got it because, I'd fought so hard to get. It has helped me for the most part. But any back issues, if anybody has back issues, Shannon knows what I'm going through, and other people that have back issues know that you're never 100% after anything pertaining to your back. Your back is your bone of your whole body. So
well, thanks, Jean. Glad you could join us.
Hello, Jean. Welcome. So yeah, the year started off kind of weird.
It was definitely
I'm
weird.
grateful that I had it done what I did, because they say everything happens for a reason. I'll tell you, we had to change plans for our insurance company, and our insurance before, if I would have had the surgery done the year before that, in 2019, if I would have had the surgery, we would end up paying for about half of that surgery. And with our new insurance that we started, that's kicked in January 1st, it covered 100%. That surgery was $84,000.
Lots of money.
$84,000 for back surgery. I have 2 titanium brackets in my back now.
And on another positive note, as of April 15th, we will be
2 years.
2 years not smoking.
It's another
cigarettes.
thing. I had to quit smoking in order to have my surgery, so it pushed me to quit smoking too.
Yep.
So, and others coughing and others cigarette smell keeps me from not smoking. You don't realize how yucky of a habit it is. I mean, I'm not trying to, josh on anybody that or down on anybody that smokes. It's a habit. It's it's
a horrible habit.
There's some days, man, oh man, I'd love to sit back with a cigarette, but it's the coughing and the smell that keeps me from not doing so. I'll just go take a hit off a joint if I feel like I need a cigarette too bad. It's not nicotine, but it still gets it's
that kick in the back of the throat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll go take a hit off a joint if I feel in need of having a cigarette that bad. So I don't miss a smell. I don't miss the smell at all. That's a stinky habit. I don't care what you smoke.
I don't mind the smell of somebody smoking a cigarette.
Sometimes it's good to walk through that cloud.
Yeah, but it's the stench left on the clothes.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. And
that's something you don't realize until after you quit smoking either.
Yeah. And I never noticed it when I was a smoker. I didn't realize.
Oh, Gene, I'm sorry. You're going through some hard times.
Keep your chin up, man.
Keep your chin up. Life's hard right now for a lot of people. It sucks. We just got to keep our head up and focus on, the positives. It doesn't matter if the little tiniest of positive things. We have a roof over our head. We have food in our belly. Thank you for, grateful for everything. We just got to hang on to, that's what gets me through it. Just hanging on to I have some days, man, not being able to work and stuff. It sucks, but you got to hang on to those little positives that you can grasp onto, and don't watch too much that goes on TV. You can get sucked into, there's a lot of bad, believe me. And we haven't talked about what's going on tonight. We vouched.
We're not going to, so
no, we're not.
Steer right away
we vouched
from it.
Before we started the show, they weren't going to say nothing. So,
and you've already started to break that.
Yeah,
so we're going in a different direction. So one thing I do want to say to you, Gene, is I understand that things can be hard. And if you ever are in a situation where you need somebody to talk to, reach out. Always reach out. Don't
rather listen to you than have to read your obituary.
Yeah, don't let life kick you down and keep you down. Get up, brush yourself off, and say, "Life, you hit like a little bitch." Trust me, that's the way to go. And on a different note, quitting smoking. I remember years ago. I smoked for 35 years. Okay, that's a long time.
12, yeah,
that's a long time.
Years.
So I smoked for 35 years, and I remember making the statement: if I could quit smoking and not have the withdrawals and all the kill you side effects from that, I would do it in a heartbeat, and I wouldn't look back. I don't know how, but I was fortunate enough to be graced with the ability to quit smoking.
I don't know how he did it because we had tried quitting before, and he was not a very nice individual to be around. And I don't know, because he had a heart attack in 2011 and had to have 3 stents in his heart. We're lucky that he's even here right now. 10 years. Has it been 10 years yet? No.
9.
This year it'll be 10 years. December 2021 it'll be 10 years. 10-year anniversary since his heart attack. He tried quitting smoking after the heart attack, and it was bad. But you also took that Jantex stuff too.
Well,
awful.
And we're not going to be advertising for crappy medicines either.
No, you have to go cold turkey. That's what we both did.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I went. Well, you did. You did.
I
use
tried
the patch a little bit.
I tried the patch for one day,
and then you had the how do you do thingy?
I have a vape pen that I made my own CBD tincture out. I wouldn't make sure you do research before you make your own CBD tincture stuff. But I had a vape pen and I smoked off of that a lot.
So yeah, like I said, I swore that if I could quit without the side effects, that I would do it in a heartbeat. And 2 years later, here I am,
I don't know.
smoke free. I have no regrets whatsoever about quitting.
No regrets.
And I've been put to the test so many times.
Oh my word!
Between stress and back when I did smoke, like if I drank any kind of alcohol, it was hand in hand, and that looked horrible.
That looked horrible.
But yeah, I don't know how I did it, but I'm thankful that I was able to do it. Now I'm trying to understand what Gene's saying here.
But my OB
would be
between R and X.
R and X. So I don't.
Yeah, the patches made me sick to my stomach. I had.
Oh, he's never smoked.
Well, good for you, Gene. Good.
It's a bad habit to get into. It's not healthy, but I mean, sometimes we do unhealthy things to our bodies.
Sometimes we do things out of peer pressure, and then get hooked. But that's all right because now I'm not smoking, and they still are. So
he was saying, but my obituary would be between R and X.
Oh.
So, but yeah. So, yeah. Quit smoking. Don't smoke. Don't start. All those things that we really
do better.
Yeah, do better.
Better. That's our motto for this year is do better. If anybody saw that on New Year's, I just posted a thing that just said do better. He started that, and that's our house motto now is do better. Because we do something wrong, we just look at each other and go do better. We don't have to say anything more than that. Just do better.
Yep. So, are you ready? I'm ready.
Am I ready? I don't know. Am I ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Do you know what time it is?
Do you know what
time it is?
I know what time it is.
I know what time it is. Do you know what time it is?
Oh, I know what time
you guys know what time it is. It's time for Mia's Top 10. Woot. How'd you like that? My top 10, I had to stick with what's going on, and I had to do top 10 fun things to do during quarantine.
Good times.
Number 10, learn how to make origami walruses. The world could use more. Story time. I was homeschooling Haley for a short amount of time, and we did do art class, and 1 month was focusing on origami. Fun little tidbit. I think we got as far as making like the boat hats, and we never even made it to a swan. But anyways, okay. Number 9, you're going to laugh at this one. Number 9, paint one wall in your room chroma green so that you can be anywhere during your Zoom meetings.
Been there, done that.
Or paint a wall in your basement chroma green so you can be anywhere during your show, like Portland.
Right.
Number 8, Stan's gonna get a chuckle out of this. Play an online version of Cards Against Humanity, but use a bonus person like a grandpa or like Stan did. Stan used a quiet teenager. If anybody doesn't know if you don't know what Cards Against Humanity is, look it up. There are some pretty raunchy cards, and so you pick one, you pick another, and you put it together, and it's pretty raunchy and nasty and makes no sense at all, but funny as hell. Stan did that. Was it New Year's Eve with one of his quietest teenagers, and it was pretty, and they're like, please, I don't want to say that word.
I don't think it was his kid, but it was a family member or
elephant
something.
Penis. Okay, anyways, number 7, play dress up with your pets. They can only hate you for it for so long. We did that.
Poor Mr. Walker.
I have pictures on my Facebook to prove that we dressed our cats in cowboy hats.
Yep.
Dressed our hats in cowboy hats.
Dress your cats.
Cats. Oh, dressed our cats in cowboy hats.
There you go.
There we go. Number 6, have a friend talk you through a blind makeover. Me and Haley actually did that one time. We did a blind makeover. Or we had to do it to ourselves without using a mirror, I think is what we did.
Yeah, well.
Be a better you than you were yesterday. Yes. I always try to be do better than you were yesterday.
Don't make me come over there and have a talk to you.
Number 5, hold a pie or hot dog eating competition over Zoom with your fellow prisoners.
Okay.
Number 4, or a wing challenge. One of the big challenge things that people have been doing is hot wing challenges.
Over Zoom?
Yeah. Number 4, put a TV show on, mute it, and then try to guess what they're saying. That's called
bad lip reading.
Bad lip reading. They already do that.
It's already been done.
They did that with The Walking Dead, and they do that with everything. They do that with presidential debates. They do that with Walking Dead, with the football. It's hilarious. Yeah. Number 3. I have show and tells with this one. Move a zipper on something up and down real fast so you sound like a DJ. Isn't that awesome?
Yep, Brit.
Fun times to be had there.
Know what I'm saying?
Number 2, bake one giant cookie in a pizza pan. That way you can eat it all and just say you had one cookie.
And that's the way the cookie
Or
crumbles.
you could bake a whole cake and not slice it and say you just had a cake. No, that doesn't work.
I was going to say, it still sounds bad.
Still sounds bad.
I just ate a cake.
What the hell? They're judging you for what you eat, then you shouldn't be around you anyway.
That's right. We don't need that
You don't
kind
need
of
that negativity. No. And number 1. Press brief drinking game. This game, you take a sip if any of these words are said. Masks, Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, vaccine, social distancing. There's a million words. Pretty much you'll be drunk within the first few minutes. So, yeah.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was
Mia's Top 10. See, I don't need no sound effects. I got my own.
Right. How's the zipper thing not number 1?
I know, Thomas. It was hard. It was hard trying to decide number 1. Yeah. It really was.
That's what she says.
Yeah. It was actually, what was it number? It was number 3. So it was in the top 3. The top 3.
Right. Okay, so real quick, once again, we want to go through our sponsors. We want to give a huge shout out to Hangin with Web Show Media Group.
Hangin with Web Show Media Group.
We want to thank Stan Tirrell from the Boneyard. Huge shout out to Josh Bauer from
JBauerartShop.com.
We want to thank Peter Anthony from
Peter Anthony Productions.
And last but not least, we want to give a shout out to
me, MD Designs.
Me. My God, if that didn't make me think of Elmo. Me.
Oh my God, I'm going to bust a gut.
Wow.
Me.
Wow. Oh, jumping. Yeah. So, I think we might be done for the evening.
I think we might be. Might want to be. This coffee's going to kill me.
Well, if that don't choke you, something else might. So again,
crickets.
What?
It went quiet there for a couple of seconds.
Well, it takes them a second to do their thing. Oh yeah, and I keep Terry, you got to hurry up and make yourself a logo so
I'm
I
going to
can
make
put it
one
in
for
there.
you, or Josh is.
Yeah, don't make us make somebody make one for you.
And don't make us.
But we also want to thank Terry McIvor from TMI Prints. God love him. And it's a good thing I got you on my whiteboard, or I would have totally brain farted because I don't have
He is
your logo on here.
responsible for our KBE logo, our Kevin B
The
Entertainment logo.
Kevin B Entertainment. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So, huge shout out to him. Again, if you would like to purchase one of our coffee mugs, you can contact us directly and make your payment to us through PayPal.
We have our sponsors on the
And
side.
you can do that through
Our logo.
paypal.me/Kevin B Entertainment. Give us a shout out and say, hey, I want one of your mugs. I'm not even paying attention to what you were doing.
I know.
But yeah, you can contact us and place an order, and then you can just make the payment. I would recommend going through the friends and family. It's $15 plus
$4.99 shipping and handling.
why not just grab it?
$5.
Yeah,
shipping.
$5 shipping and handling.
$4 shipping and handling. Let's say $4. So it'd be $19.
Okay. So yeah,
That's about what it cost. It would cost to ship it.
and if you do that through the, I think it's friends and family on PayPal, that makes it so that we actually get the entire amount. But if you do it some other way and it takes their payment out, well, then I guess we're okay there too. I'm running out of things here.
Tickle me, Mia. Don't even. I'll kick somebody. I don't like being tickled. I will draw kick somebody.
I didn't touch you, so don't touch me. Nathan, thank you very much for your support. We greatly appreciate it.
Is that a threat, Shannon? Come get your damn mug. She says, what if I come get my mug? Then it's $15.
Yes.
And then you have to come here.
Yeah. So
yeah.
there's
so there.
that. There's that. You know,
I just said it.
You have to come here and, actually physically come here and get it. And you can
Everyone's what?
You can give us cash too. We'll take that.
Everyone's a piece of action, of the action. Feet, Mia, feet.
I dare you, Kevin. Stan, I don't feel like getting hit tonight. I'm sore enough.
Oh, Muffin.
Don't start with me, woman.
Muffin.
Okay, so I guess we're pretty much done for the night.
Are we? Are you done?
Well, are you done?
He said we're going to do an hour. That's it.
Well,
we're going to do an hour.
Well,
and here we are, 9:21, and we're still
1 hour and 20
mouth.
minutes. And you know what? It's hard when you've been gone for as long as we have, and then you come back and you got all this cool stuff to show everybody,
and all these cool people watching us that
exactly.
we haven't
we still got 10 people watching us.
And oh, we miss you too, Shannon. I'm always here.
Me, not so much. I'm usually working.
Usually working.
Yeah, so stay tuned for things coming down the line from Kevin B Entertainment.
We got some new and cool things coming up. We just got some fine tuning and some poking and picking to do to get stuff before we want to broadcast our shows. We have 2 definite shows that are going to be starting up in the very, very near future. We have a couple other shows that are going to be down the line a little bit, but we have a very exciting new season for the KB Entertainment, Kevin B Entertainment as a whole. We have an exciting future.
Yeah, I don't want to say a season for that.
No, we're really hoping that these series of shows will take off. I'm really thinking he's saying with the Friday Night Frights, I really think that that's going to be a really good topic because there's a lot of people that like to talk about horror shows and stuff. So,
yep.
No, thank you, Willow.
Yes, thank you, Willow.
Very much. And we'll have to check your pillow talk out too. Also, we apologize that we haven't done so.
I've been right out straight, trying to get us ready for tonight.
We've had so many fiascos that's happened with the studio. It's like Kevin has almost gotten the studio done, and then we have water. We had a major rain thaw happen in November. That had a bunch of water, and then Christmas we had no snow Christmas. It was
yeah, it was.
we
Yeah.
had a big thaw and warm spell then, which created water in the basement. So it was like snafu after snafu that he had to jump over to get to this point. So
I'm hoping that we'll be able to fix that issue sooner rather than later, because I really don't want to take on any more water. Because if the basement floods again and I have to clean up water, that could put us off the air for another amount of time. We don't know how long. But I'm going to keep the positive thoughts happening, and hopefully we won't take in any more water.
Oh, yay. Willow Schuyler, she says her show is Pillow Talk. It's also under Hanging with Web Show Web TV. So make sure, she says it's coming back next week. If you could let us know what time that airs, post it in the comments there and let the people know what time that airs. That way we can check you out. We've chimed in every once in a while. We'll chime into the Reels and Heels on Saturday.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a couple months since we.
I'm sure by now.
Chimed in.
I'm sure by now they're probably thinking, "Well, geez, does Kevin not like us?"
They ditched us.
It's not
that. That's not the case. We get busy. I mean, this move and what led up to the move took a lot out of us. It really did. There was a lot of stuff that led up to us moving. So.
Yep. So
we just won't go into that. But
there's a lot of things coming in the future. So stay tuned for that.
Yes. And thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate all the support that we get from our audience and our sponsors. And that's why we decided to come back and to start the show again, because
of you, the fans, have demanded that we return.
We had no idea we were liked as much. I mean, we don't get 100,000 views, but we have just enough followers to make us want to keep doing it.
Yep.
And that to us means more than you, our audience, will ever know. And so we appreciate you.
And if you guys have, I think what I'm going to do is...
I feel a little teary-eyed, got a little sentimental there.
Cut it out or I'll tickle you, Elmo.
I'll kick you.
I'll kick you.
I will kick you.
And when the Friday Night Frights thing, I don't have an anticipated start date for that.
So I said in the near future.
I'm building it up. I'm trying to get some things squared away. As far as the set is concerned, that's not a problem, really.
No, we got that pretty much down pat. Just getting the people, getting the topics, getting the
and I want to make sure that I've got the right films and whatnot. There's a lot that goes into it, so not yet.
Not yet. We're hoping though, Nate.
That would be.
That's our goal.
Wow.
Maybe this will be our year.
Oh, see, there you go.
I ruined it. Take back. Can I erase that?
No, you can't. Because they can always rewind it.
Okay, there. I just took back what I said. I just took it all back. I ate it.
But you can't.
I ate it.
You're going to poop it out. So, again,
be a hard shit.
Thanks again for joining us, everybody. We greatly appreciate it. We love all of our viewers.
Yes, you guys rock. You guys are awesome.
And if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. There'd be no point in us being here.
We wouldn't have been encouraged to do something like this and to make things more awesome than what we were before. I mean, y'all thought we couldn't get any better, but
well, look at us now.
Look what we did.
Okay.
Look what we did.
Look at what we got now. So don't forget to join us right back here again next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't checked us out on our YouTube channel, that's another link I did not put up there. It's youtube.com/Kevin B Entertainment. Go ahead and give us a subscribe. That's more, YouTube is now more of a archive.
An afterthought.
Well, considering, so to answer, because Terry had asked on Josh's show last night when the replay would be.
We're not going to do a live replay like we did before. It'll be there, and you'll be able to click.
We'll put it up so that you can watch it on YouTube. But we're not going to be in the live chat and it's not that we don't appreciate you, Terry, because we love you right to death. But we would dedicate that amount of time to the YouTube channel, and you were the only one that showed up. And so, not that you're not worth the time.
YouTube sucks, though.
But YouTube's algorithm has changed or something. So
if you're not politics or religion, it doesn't show you.
And I won't talk either on our show. So
no, there's different shows for that, and this ain't one of them.
You want to watch the politics and all that crap? Go watch somebody else, because that's not what we do. So again,
check the chats real quick again. See comment there, and then we'll say good night. Yes. Thank you, GW. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all that you do for us. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Make sure you go to hangingwithwebtv.com to check out all the shows. They have such great entertainment on that website.
And there's such a wide variety.
24-hour indie music also. So you not only have to watch, you can watch stuff, but you can just listen to and it's indie music. So it's all home original music too. So
that's right.
Awesome.
All right, are we done?
We are done.
We're at 1 hour, 29 minutes, and I believe we've been slated for an hour and a half.
9:30.
So one more comment. Oh, CNN. No, it's KNN. Kevin's News Network.
Kevin News Network.
Although, don't rule that out. There is a possibility of something similar to that. Maybe. There's things going on, and thoughts in the brain.
Maybe. Then you can hear, exactly, the Gene Zone.
That's right.
Gene Loy.
That's right. All right, guys. Sorry I haven't commented much. Have missed you guys. That's all right, Stephanie. We understand you got the baby.
Yeah,
give the baby a big kiss for us.
Lots of love.
So, all right, we're going to get out of here, and you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you all.
And again, don't forget to subscribe to the Kevin B Entertainment channel. You can donate to us at paypal.me/Kevin B Entertainment and all that cool stuff. If you want to buy one of these awesome coffee mugs like we got now, you can do that too. So until next week, again, thank you for joining us. I'm Kevin.
I'm Mia.
She forgets who she is. And you've been watching the Main Event with Kevin and Mia, and we'll catch you guys next week. Watch the credits.